welcome back to our channel. I'm Destiny.
I'm Wanda.
And together we are the mother and daughter
duo.
Alright guys, so we're back with another Girls Talk. And today we're going to be speaking on the power of forgiveness.
Yes.
This is so important. So you guys already know the drift. We got our notes down.
Yes. And guys, you'll find me looking down.
Yeah, we do apologize in advance if you see us looking down.
Because in other words, I'm taking from my own personal experience and how I've learned to cope with things. So if you see me looking down, it's because I want to make sure that I get out all that I want to say. Yes. And again, as we say in all our videos, or the few that we have, this is not all, it's just some of the things that we've taken into consideration, and we hope that you can apply these things to your life as well.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. So let's get started. All right, so I'm going to start off with my first key point. Mine is when you forgive someone, it allows you to not walk around with anger all the time. Like, just imagine waking up every single day and going about your life saying, like they did this to me, like, oh, like, you know, just having that hurdle like on your back. Do you understand like where I'm coming from? Like, it's just this feeling of just always being upset and crying like this person hurt me all the time. But when you do it, you know, it's like
a relief.
Yeah, for relief. I'm sorry, I'm trying to look for the words to say, but yeah, when you don't forgive someone, the anger is just always there. Like, it never goes away until you decide to finally...
It can consume you.
It can literally eat you alive. Like, it's not a joke.
And so what I want to say, when you ask for forgiveness, that's what I can assure you, it's difficult.
Yes, it is.
And we'll get into later why I say that it's difficult. Yeah. But in order to forgive someone, and again, I'm taking away from my own experience, I learned that you have to go to God first and ask Him for His forgiveness before you can take it to someone else. It's not easy. I can assure you that the journey is hard, but it's a journey worth taking, and we'll get into later why I say that forgiveness is, for as I'm concerned, and that's with anybody, but why it was so important for me to forgive. It takes a lot of energy to be angry, to hold on to resentment. It can consume you.
Yeah, really good.
It can really consume you. Just walk, and you don't know how bitter that you are, and if you're seeking to harm or plot revenge or plan on somebody's downfall, well then guess what? You truly haven't forgiven that person.
Yeah, so true. Yeah. My next key point, here's my next one. If you're truly not ready to forgive someone, I'd rather you two just keep your distance. Because just imagine if Mom did something to hurt me, and you know, she might apologize, but she doesn't really know the extent of how hurt I am. And just
we
imagine,
have been there.
Yeah, and just imagine me trying to pretend like, yay, like we're going somewhere, and like deep down inside I'm just like, oh my God, like I cannot let go of the fact that what she did to me is just always in my, I just can't let it go. So and then the person's always throwing it up at them, and it's just like, well, Mom can say I apologize, so what do you want from me? So
forgiveness, I think what I hear you trying to say is forgiveness is in your own time.
Yes.
In other words, if somebody has hurt you, what I think you'll hear me say, like, it might not, I can't forgive you when you want me to forgive you, but if you would allow time, and sometimes it's often, Destiny, you can forgive someone, but that don't mean you have a willingness to reconnect to that person. You can say, okay, I forgive you, you know, I acknowledge that you've hurt me, but I don't want to
be friends
or I just want to move on for this. Like, sometimes the bond or the trust is broken, and so it's hard to. You will hope that we could, but sometimes when that bond is broken, you don't know if you can really able to go back, and you know, it'll be good if you could, but sometimes it doesn't always happen. Like, you know, and so I take from the word, and this is something, guys, that I've been journaling. I take the word heal from this. And heal, the first letter I take from heal is the letter H. Is hope, what you want your outcome to be. When all this went on in my life, and again, guys, I said I'll take you there in another video, or I'll do story time, is hope. What did I hope to get from forgiveness, or what did I want my outcome to be? And then when I talk about the letter E, is I had to educate myself. In other words, what I mean when I say that, and I know guys, you always hear me say other words is a word that I use all the time. I had to say to myself, well, the person has hurt me, but more than likely they have gone on about their business.
True,
but what it was doing to me, I had to have the word empathy. I wanted to put myself in that person's shoes, because 9 times out of 10, what I've come to realize, that hurt people, they usually do what?
Hurt people.
They hurt people.
I know we all heard
And
it
so
before.
I wanted to educate myself. And then the other thing is that I take the letter A for affirmation, to allow myself to grow. You know, it's power in growth.
Yes,
you know, I can stay stagnant and, oh my God, what they did to me. I was finding myself having my own personal pity party, I should say. You would say to me, oh, this is happening. And I'm sure that we've all gone through a lot. Like, this has happened to me. She did this. But I go back to this. If God sent it to you, he must know that you are equipped to handle it. In other words, he don't put on you
no more than you can handle.
No more than you can handle or you can bear. And then the L that I take for this is long-term commitment. I had to say to myself, is this doing me any good to keep holding on this? A long-term commitment. I remember I told you, like with all that I've been through, I had to say to myself one day, remember we were sitting down in the living room, and I said to my daughter, I'm not going to hold on to this anger, let it go. I've been carrying this hurt around with me for years. And we were sitting in the living room, and I said to I can't do this no more, because it was consuming me. You don't understand that when you hang on to anger and grudge, it can deteriorate at your what? Your health, whether that be high blood pressure, stress, the inability to eat. And so it can
really do a number on you.
It can take a toll on you. You losing your hair. You don't have the saying that you cry on the outside and you hurt on the inside. And so I challenge you guys. What I want to say to you is this. Are you letting your past dictate your future? In other words, what I used to do, Siobhan, is I used to, like, again, you know the hurt, and like I said, we'll get to that. Mommy used to play the same scene over and over in my head, when whatever it is. And even though I have some people in my life that I need to, and I'm going to say this here, to, if that be you or I'm talking to you, if I have ever harmed you and I did something to offend you, then I come on here right now with a sincere heart, and I ask that you forgive me. I'm asking that you, even with you, right here, right now, Mommy asking you to forgive me. And
Same.
I'm not perfect, but I tend to step back from people. Somebody asked me the other day, well, Wanda, why do you move without at least saying a goodbye to a person? And my question is that why do I have to keep explaining to a grown person over and over and over what you've done to me? You moved how you wanted to move, and I moved responsibly out of your way. It's just that simple. I had to go, because if you keep throwing up my past every time that I see you, or every time I see you, you always bring it. But if you forgive me, it doesn't have to be an overnight thing. I like to say quality over quantity. In other words, I can see you 30 times and it don't make a difference. But that one time, it can probably be that connection where you can say, we're going there. It takes time, but in your own time, not when you want it to happen. Do that make sense to you?
Makes a lot of sense.
So you can kind of bounce back from here.
I'm actually going to let Mom pick back up because she wanted to say a few more things.
And so I say to you all, what does forgiveness mean to you? In other words, are you willing to be, the bigger person And like I said earlier, I've removed myself from certain people in my life. Not that it's a bad thing. I've forgiven. But what I don't want to do is keep reliving my past, because you keep throwing it up. Not that I haven't moved on from the past.
It's the other person.
But it's just the person. I think that you truly have, because you keep saying what I used to do, what I used to say. Well, I have this old saying, and I'm still a work in progress. If you should see me and I'm not walking right, you better know that God is not through with me yet. But I say this to say that I thank God that I'm not what I used to be, but I also thank God that I'm trying to be what I should be. And that's a little better today than I was on yesterday. So if I have, and I'm going to take you back for an example. I have 2 grandsons, so intelligent. I had did something. It's not so much that I regret that I did it. I regret the way in which I did it. So I remember, God rest her soul, when my grandmother was alive, they were there at my grandmother's house. And I went to him and I broke down and cried. Now this is why I know that people can forgive, because I don't think at this time my grandson, he was just beginning to talk. And I told him, I said, Carter, Nana is so sorry for what I did. And I said to him, can you forgive Grandma? And he couldn't say the word forgive.
He said give.
He said, Nana, I give you. I said, Carter, what you say? I said, you sure, Carter? He said, Nana, I give you. I give you. And so do you hear? It was so sweet, because like I said, he couldn't say it, but I understood enough.
And he knew what you were. And what we knew what he was trying to say.
He was trying to say. So people, I say to you, just because a person has lost you as a family member, or think that they lost you, or a friend,
doesn't mean you gained them as an enemy.
Doesn't mean that I've gained you as an enemy. I still want you to eat, just not at my table. In other words, I have some people in my life that they don't know boundaries. If I feel, and like I say, forgiveness come in your own time. Not to say that you won't, but if I go to you and I say to you, Siobhan, I feel that he or she has done something to me. Or if I say to you, I don't want to be bothered with that person for a specific reason. Hear me, and I'm going to go back to the video we was talking about, women supporting women. Hear me when I say that I have reasons right now that I don't want to be involved in that person's life, or the person to be involved in my life. So it's oftentimes we hear what we want to hear versus what the person is trying to tell us. We gotta listen.
Yeah, absolutely.
We got you don't know my reasons. It's not for you to understand. I'm telling you, but you're not hearing me, because you're choosing to do what you want to do. You think that you know what's good for me, and it doesn't work like that. I know what's good for me better than you do.
Anybody else, yeah. That makes a lot of sense. I completely agree with everything Mom just said. Well, I guess it's my turn, right?
Yes, it is. Yes,
okay, my turn for real this time. Okay, so it is actually my turn this time. I know Mom was giving you guys a lot of information, but I really did like everything Mom said. It really touched me deeply. So, okay. When you forgive someone, it clears your conscience. Like, how do I explain? Because I think Mom might have touched on this, when the person, has already moved on and they're already steps ahead. Is like, if you don't do it to clear your conscience, then you're still walking around, like I said again, with that feeling of just feeling unsettled.
What you want, it can take a toll on you, mentally and physically.
Yeah, it really could.
It does that.
It does that.
But the only thing that I wished, like the person or persons that violated me, I realized that it wasn't my fault. It was their own doing. I was little at the time. And so you have to move past. In other words, I couldn't let my past keep defining my future. when I tell you, baby, it was taking a lot out of me. I used to use my past as a way to
excuse your behavior.
My behavior. That's exactly what I'm trying to say. So I used to say, because X, Y, and Z happened to me, I have a right to act out like. But when you know better, you do better. But the only thing that I wish that I would have let go of this years ago, I'm still a work in progress. But what I can say to you today, that what I've learned, that it's okay
to not be
okay. Yeah. I tend to have days that it's not always good for me, and it's all right. It's okay that days I get that lump in
I see
their
some
throat,
tears in your eyes. I don't know.
And I have to cry out.
Yeah.
But I'm better because of this. But what I want to do, Siobhan, is mommy want to move forward with this. I don't want to carry
the weight,
the heavy burden.
Yeah, I see mom choking up a little bit,
and so it can tend to.
It can really just feel like something's over
your
head.
So I just wanted to stop. Is the pain going away? I still feel it, but it's we have misplaced pain. But I know how to deal with it. You know, Siobhan, ways that I can heal, or the way I deal with it, of course, with counseling. Music is my therapy. You see, Teddy, we talked about it in the beginning. Teddy can take me from a place of hostility to a calmness. You know, you've seen me. I retreat. And so even with my life, even with my significant other that I'm with now, he has been steadfast in loving me. And a lot of times I have pushed and pushed. I took what others has done to me and pushed it onto him. But he still remained here and loving me. And I just asked him just the other morning, and I broke down. It's okay. See, it's okay. What I learned is that it's always been hard to say that I'm wrong. It's always been, but I know better now. And it makes me feel good. I've said to him, will you forgive me for all that I've done to you? And that's for another video.
Yeah.
We're going to be talking about mental awareness.
Mental health.
Yeah, mental health. That's my next girl talk.
Yeah.
I'm going to take you there.
Mental health. Now we already have our next topic. So if you guys have any questions, comment
below.
Oh yeah, it's mine. The next one. Okay. Where am I at?
And you do some talking. Let's get it on.
I'm sorry. I know I've been.
Let's get it on.
Okay. Okay. My next one. Here we are. Forgiveness can lead to understanding, empathy, and compassion. Because, like, when you sit down and explain it to someone, they can feel where you're coming from, if that makes sense.
Yes.
It allows the person to. I don't know what my words is kind of tripped up. What I'm trying to say.
It's okay. Take your time.
What am I trying to say here? Like it leads to that person like oh I understand what you were feeling now. Like now that you basically what I said I explained after I explained it to you.
In other words, kind of taking yourself and putting yourself in their shoes.
Yeah. Oh, it's mom's turn.
I think I'm just about wrapped.
Oh, that was all. I think I have a couple more.
Because, like I said, Siobhan, as we say in all our videos, we don't know it all.
Yeah, we're just.
But I'm talking about my own life experiences. I hope that our audience can take away. If somebody say, "Well, what do you want from YouTube?" I went into this just wanting to be able to talk. You know, talking, Siobhan, is a healing journey. A lot of people don't know. Sometimes we just need a listening ear. We need to be listened to, or we need to be heard. And it's a journey. And so somebody asked me, "What do you want to take away from YouTube? Where are you and your daughter going with this?" Well, our views is there. I think we've grown in such a short time. If I can get one person or persons to take what I'm saying into stride and take something away from this, well, I'm already successful. Because I'm doing what I came to do. And that's to get one person's attention. So if I can stop he or she from seeking revenge, you don't have to seek revenge. Let karma is going to do its job. Really God is going to take care of the God that I serve, and He tend to sits high and looks slow. He's slow to anger and swift to mercy. So don't seek revenge. You just put it in God's hand, and it's going to work it own stuff out. And like I said, Siobhan, I gotta let go, baby. Mommy gonna take, when I tell you that I'm tired. In other words, just like with my weight, and that's another topic for my other channel, I'm tired of being sick and tired. I'm tired of carrying this, because I can't let this define my future. That's not who I am. I don't want to be a person of anger, of grudge, of jealousy. Like I want my people, us, all of us, I want us to succeed. I said to a friend the other day, beloved, it's prayer time. It's late. And so we got to stop this revenge, this foolishness. I've stepped away from certain things or family, and not that I don't love my family. I do love my family, and in own time they may think that I'm angry. No, I'm not angry. It's just that I'm tired of the blame, what I used to do, what I did back then. I'm talking about forgiveness.
Sometimes,
here.
like, people don't even want to see you for the bright person you are now. They're like, so stuck on what you've done before.
Give me a chance.
Those are people you need to remove out your life.
In other words, you have to let my actions
speak for themselves.
Speak for itself, because I'm so much more than that. I'm so much more than what is happening, and we're gonna go there. And those, but that's for a later time, a later video. But you can see the importance of forgiveness.
Yeah. I don't mean to be rude when I say like remove them out your life, but if you have that one person that just can't see past what you've done before, and I'm talking about it's been years and years later, and you still got the person like, you did this.
You more in tuned into.
So what about all the great things I've done now? You just don't see that, do you?
You don't see me for what, like that song say, see me for who I am.
You just don't see what I've done good now, right? Like, some people just cannot overlook what you've done, and those are some people you kind of just have to like
go. You gotta let go and let go.
Let them be. Yeah.
So. What you got?
Next I have forgiveness can and will improve relationships and make them healthier. Like Mom said, if you choose to try to rekindle what that person
said, yes.
And if you don't, then wish each other well.
Because you could perhaps be missing out.
Yeah.
Because I think, Siobhan, everybody is capable of change.
Yes.
Because if
they really want to.
When we speak of God, and I hate to go there, because if God can forgive you,
yes, I agree with that.
If God can forgive you for all that you've done, then why can't you forgive me? You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
You have to be, because when you tend to plot, you take away the blessings that can happen to you, because you're planning on my downfall. Why? Why are you praying on my downfall? Shouldn't you be with me? I'm talking about the other video.
Yeah.
Whether that be man or woman, shouldn't you be trying to support me instead of plotting revenge, hoping something happens? Well, you don't get no blessing from that, baby.
That's true.
Well, if I live to see, I'm getting there, and I want to live a long time. Am I a saint? No way. Do I have my flaws? Absolutely. But am I working on it? I'm a work in progress. I'm a work in progress. And I want to be around positive people. When you get a certain age, you want peace in your life. And I used to hear my grandmother say, peace, be still.
I'm younger, and I want peace in my life.
I want to be happy.
It's so much that I want to tell you guys. Like I said, we have so much to talk about later down the road. So just stay tuned, honestly.
We coming with it.
Yeah, we definitely are. Okay, what I have like 4 more things. I guess I can just run through them. Forgiveness doesn't imply ignoring or dismissing the situation, but just acknowledging it.
Yes, I've acknowledged that you hurt me.
Acknowledging it. The next one I have is forgiveness can increase your mental health, as well as your immune system. Like it can.
I talked about
it.
That.
Really, when people don't realize that stress can actually kill you, like just constantly
it
dwelling
is.
in the same thing.
Yes, it is.
Like Mom said,
stress is a real thing.
Forgiveness actually lowers your blood pressure, stress, and anxiety. Like the reason why I throw that health in there,
because remember when the situation was going on some while ago, I couldn't sleep.
Yeah,
I couldn't eat. Like I was crying, heavy breathing. It was like I used to work you up many times a night and said I just don't understand this. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like I couldn't see.
So just imagine that hurt that you wake up and like if you don't let it go.
Yeah.
Just
and
imagine,
I had to say, for my sake
of mine,
what I was waiting on is time. Sometimes time is the healer of all things. Sometimes silence can speak volumes. Sometimes you don't have to say nothing. You will know by my actions. It says a lot. It says a lot. And so I hope, like I said, our audience can take something away from this, because we're going to continue on with this girl talk. I'm
and you guys, please comment down below some topics.
Let us know, because, like I said, our next topic is going to be mental awareness, mental health. And so we got a whole lot to go. And like I said, guys, I'm going to get to like the story time. We're going to get into more depth. As I said to you before the beginning, I'm going to take you to it. And I'm going to bring you through. Absolutely. We're going to have a good time here. We're going to get into our vlogs. We're going to get to the health. We're going to start talking about health. And I'm going to ask you, friends, to come along with this journey. I got to get this weight off of me. And I'm hoping that you're going to come along with this, come along this journey and help me out. I'm going to hold myself accountable, but I'm going to ask you to help me. Are you willing?
Facts. Okay, my last one is forgiveness can help with feeling eternal peace.
Yes.
And moving on with life. I think that's kind of what Mom touched on. It just feels like a weight has been lifted off of you, like
because life goes on regardless.
Exactly. So just think about all that we said, and just imagine still sitting in there like, you know what, I'm going to be angry tomorrow too.
And
like,
the person is still going on.
They're
and
living.
You sitting there because life is short.
They're living and you're just got this much time on the clock and you're still crying about the same. I'm not saying to forget about it,
but you gotta
just
live.
At least put it to rest.
And that's another subject I want to talk about. Living.
Yes.
We gotta live here.
Yeah. There's so much that we
want to talk about.
We're so
excited. I get so overwhelmed. So overwhelmed by all of this, because like I said, guys, in the beginning we talked about girl talk is near the, and like I said, we hope that you can see the sincerity from us coming through. This is whether we're off camera or on camera. This is something Destiny and I do all the time.
This is like we said. This is something that we used to do when I was little.
Yeah, and we can go into wee hours in the morning. Destiny and I will be sitting and talking, and I'll say to Destiny, I'm going to bed, and she'll say something.
Yeah,
else,
and it was like,
and
I'll turn back around and come back down. She's like, what
and
we'll
be another 2 or 3 hours. This is often. So again, as we said, what you see is what you get. And so we hope that you guys take away from this. And Siobhan, I want you to remember to thank our subscribers.
Yes. Oh my God. Just within that short period of time that we kind of like disappeared a little bit, we've gained so many supporters. Like this is insane. Like I'm so grateful. Like thank you guys so much. Like
we appreciate.
We have this small little family here that we're just ready. I feel so happy.
And so guys, remember when we said in the beginning, as we grow, we're gonna get there. We're gonna basically do something when we hit the 100 mark. The 100 subscriber mark. And again, we thank you so much.
Yes.
I don't want you to think that it's going unnoticed.
I'm so sorry, I'm going to cut you off, but we have actually met some people in person that are some supporters of ours, and we don't mind subscribing back to support, but you guys have got to leave
and let us know who you are
somewhere down below, because you guys will subscribe to us, and I'm looking for like a channel name. I don't know who you are behind the scenes, so you gotta
let us
leave
know
some type of name or channel name. If you email us a phone, like you give us a call. If you look back, you can see our information in the description
guys,
box.
it's something else I want to say. We're going to get more videos up. I know you're waiting for other vlogs.
Yes.
We're going to get to the fashion. We haven't forgot that, but guys, hear me. Be patient with us. I promise you, the same thing you're asking where they at. We're thinking we got to get to it. So we're coming. Just hang in there with us.
Yes.
We coming.
Yes,
we're gonna bring you some good content. We wanna make, when you see us, I want you to say, there they go.
Yes.
You know. So
I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching this Girl Talk video. Be sure to like, comment, share, turn your post notifications. Comment down below again if you have any questions, comments, concerns.
And our phone number's there.
Our phone number is there. The email will be there. You can contact us on social media. And yes, we're being for real. You can actually utilize it.
You can call us.
Yes, you guys can reach out to us. It is there for a reason. And that's really it. We hope you guys enjoyed this Girl Talk, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye.
Bye.